Welcome back to the Owens Corning 200, where we're under caution for the first time today. Had an on-track incident between Amber Balkin in the 22, Christian Rose in the 32. They were running 8th and 9th at the time of this.
Yeah, Tony, the riding to the 25, just got by Amber. You see Christian Rose trying to move to the inside. Looked like he ran his left side tires across the apron, and that shot his car up into Amber's, and then he couldn't get away from her. But this is not the first time that these two drivers have been together. Back at Springfield earlier this year, there was an incident on the very last lap of the race, but a tough, Gio Ruggiero right now is hung up behind Amber Balkin, losing a little bit of ground. He was right on the rear bumper of Perez. Now you see Perez now not even in our screen.
Oh, and around goes Amber Balkin. The 20, Gio Ruggiero, that is a teammate. Brad Smith comes to a halt. Oh, and Tony Breidinger just taps one thing after another right there. Gio a little frustrated with Amber Balkin holding him up, spins her, and now we've got 3 cars stalled on the track.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of impatience on Gio's part to run into the back of Amber, trying to move her out of the way. She wasn't able to hang on to it. Brad Smith came along and actually locked the brakes up and slid sideways, and then Tony, you could see, drive straight into it. I don't think there's a great deal of damage to Tony's car, but we'll have to wait and see. Tony was the highest running, one of those cars that was involved. She was running 7th on the lead lap.
See Amber in the 22, Gio Ruggiero in the 20, her teammate right there going around the lap car. Gets me a little impatient, like you said, Phil, and around goes Amber. Brad Smith tries to avoid her sideways, and Tony Breidinger just taps Brad Smith.
Yeah, Brad Smith was running side by side with a lap car, didn't feel like he had enough room, so he locked the brakes up. There's another view of it. Watch, Brad's going to come along side by side with somebody, locks the brakes up, slides, just barely touches her, and Tony barely touches Brad Smith. But there's where Gio gets in the back of Amber, and she was just not able to save it. Again, lap traffic here at Toledo is a way of life. I mean, these fast cars are so much faster than some of the back markers that you're going to be in traffic the entire time.
We're under caution for the second time.
There goes Chris Wright, trying to grab that. Ooh, caution's on the racetrack.
Caution is out for the 6th time. The 12 goes around. That's Tim Monroe. He was running 11th at the time. So just before that, we saw William Sawalich get around Mullins in 9th. So that makes it 8 cars on the lead lap.
Be a great opportunity for Ruggiero to start on the front row. He'll get a chance to start on the outside of Sawalich. He's been able to watch what Andres Perez did on 3 or 4 or 5 different restarts to try to drive that thing hard down at turn number 1. Keep Sawalich pinched down. We'll see if Ruggiero has any opportunity maybe to try to grab this lead from Sawalich.
Be a new view for him, restarting on the front row. See if he has something on these restarts for the 18. Our first look at what happened to the 12, got sideways.
He turned down into, looked like Amber Balkin, possibly in the 22. Don't know if he was trying to come to pit road, whether he had an issue, or was just trying to get out of Amber's way.
He has some damage on the left front as he makes it down pit road after this spin right there.
I think Sawalich was, again, he might have slipped in the speedy dry, but he moved up the racetrack, made contact with Ruggiero. That opened up the bottom. And a tough break.
And the foam barriers all over the place as Amber Balkin has gotten into them from 11th. So we're going to bring the red flag back out. This is going to be a lengthy cleanup. Andres Perez, that was his move. Jumped to the inside, made it exciting. Oh man, what a hit for Amber Balkin. This is her 3rd incident today.
Yeah, you can see that right front corner all pushed back on that car. Those styrofoam blocks certainly make a mess, but with no safer barriers here, that's That's the next best thing. And you see how much damage to that car, but it could have been a whole lot worse if that would have been nothing but concrete with nothing in front of it.
It's good to see Amber get out. She assesses the damage. Remember, Amber had that broken toe earlier in the season, was in a walking boot for a while. Looks like she's walking okay.
Yeah, it does. Glad to see her out of the car. That, again, that was a hard hit. She'll take the mandatory ride to the care center.
Let's see what happens here, Phil.
That's your upper right side of your screen. There she is. There you see the styrofoam right at the beginning of the billboards. There is where she made contact. Okay, look right before as the billboards start. There she went right behind that white van. Meanwhile, Andres Perez was spinning there. Here's that restart we were talking about being so important. Watch the 18 move up the racetrack a little bit. He leaves that bottom open, and Perez takes advantage of it. And here they go down the back straightaway, 3 wide.
Look at LeVar Scott on the outside. This is where it goes wrong for Andres Perez. Washes up the track a little bit, goes around. There goes Gio Ruggiero to the lead for the first time today. Then the caution comes out.
And LeVar Scott, I believe,